guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Desiree and today is a very exciting day because it's March 18th. March 18th, it's Tuesday, aka book release day. The new Hunger Games book just came out today, which is really exciting. It's Sunrise on the Reaping, which is Haymitch's story, like his Hunger Games. And when I tell you I'm excited, that's an understatement. I'm about to go to Barnes & Noble right now. I have a gift card. Shout out to my friend Katie. I've been saving it because I was like, I want to use it on a book that I really want. I don't want to just go there, find a book just to spend it. No, I'm going to save it when there's something I'm actively excited about. And today is that day. So we're going to go to Barnes & Noble and I figured I'd vlog because it's just going to be a very bookish video. I used to post book videos, like hence these. They're all privated now, but going back to my roots, I read 4 books this year so far. We're gonna go book shopping. We're gonna get the new Hunger Games book. We're gonna talk about books I've read this year, books I want to read, and also please leave comments down below about books you recommend for me, because definitely trying to get more into reading, or not even more into reading, but get back into reading again this year. So let's go. I almost forgot to say, if you haven't subscribed yet, you should definitely subscribe. I'm almost to 1,000 subscribers, so it would really mean a lot to me. And now let's go. Okay, I just pulled up to the Barnes & Noble, and why is this a little dangerous? Because there's a Barnes & Noble, like in this little shopping square, there's a Barnes & Noble, there's an Ulta, and there's an Old Navy. And I have gift cards to all 3. So, we'll see if I go to those. But, I'm really excited. I'm gonna get the book. Okay, I'm also assuming it's gonna be like already out on a table because it's a new release for a popular book. If I were them, I would have had the table set the night before. Hopefully it should be pretty easy to find. And then also probably look around at other books too, because I haven't been here in so long. I used to work at Barnes & Noble, and I was like in my heavy, like, what do you call it? Like my like prime reading phase, which was so helpful because the discount. Plus I'm like always around books, seeing like the new books and stuff. So, yeah, I haven't been here in a while, but gotta go inside. See that? Literally right by the front door. Front door's over there. Books right here. And they have like a pretty box set. Oh wait, this is like the regular box set. And then I saw they had like these new editions to where they all have the different covers. Like here's Hunger Games. Where's Catching Fire? Oh, Catching Fire's right here. Mockingjay, and then those ones. I kind of like them, but wait, oh, it has like that too. I don't know if I love it, but it does look pretty cool. And I like that they came out with like new editions because the new book came out. Oh my goodness, it's so pretty. I actually don't own the Hunger Games books, so I'm like, is this my time to buy them? But it's like, oh, it's like $61. Never mind. Okay, this is the series that I'm reading right now, and I really like it. I've read the first book, second book, third book, fourth book, and I'm on the 5th book right now. I haven't started it, but I already have it on audiobook, so I'm going to start listening to it. Okay, I'm thinking about it right now because I'm in the business section, and I keep asking you guys for book recommendations, but I have a book recommendation for you guys too. First off, one that's non-fiction is my dad. He wrote a book. It's called The Comprehensive Guide to Real Estate Investing. I'll put the link to it in the bio. You can get it on Amazon, order it online, but it's like literally anything, everything you need to know. Questions about like investing in real estate, owning Airbnbs, owning rental properties, anything like that. And I feel like it's just super helpful if you're looking for that to make residual income. Of course, it's not even sponsored. I just love my dad and want you guys to have the knowledge if you want it. Get your money up, not your funny up. Okay, when I was trying to remember like what my favorite books are and what books I recommend to you guys, I cannot believe I forgot to say this. Literally my favorite author of all time, Marissa Myers. This is the first book in the Lunar Chronicles series. It's Cinder, and it's like sci-fi fantasy of like different fairy tales, and I could not recommend this one enough. It's so good. And then this one is Renegades, same author. It's like superheroes, sci-fi fantasy. All right, new book secured. I'm so excited to read this book. And honestly, I was talking about this the other day, and Suzanne Collins could go on forever and just like keep doing prequels of her other characters, just because I feel like they're like so complex and you're just so interested to know more about every single one of them. Because first 3 books came out, I was like, cool, like I put out more content and I'll consume it. Then the Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes came out and I was excited for that, and now this one came out, I'm excited for this one. What's next? I'm down for whatever. Oh yeah, I heard that for this movie they're gonna film a movie for it, and apparently the casting for it is going to be announced this summer. You know, that was on the internet though, so like, don't believe everything you hear on the internet. But if that's true, that's really, really exciting. Oh my goodness. Even just like the little preview in this part is really exciting me. Okay, I'm gonna read it. It says, when you've been set up to lose everything you love, what is there left to fight for? As the day dawns on the 15th annual Hunger Games, fear grips the districts of Panem. This year, in honor of the Quarter Quell, twice as many tributes will be taken from their homes. Back in District 12, Hamish Abernathy is trying not to think too hard about his chances. All he cares about is making it through the day and being with the girl he loves. When Hamish's name is called, he can feel all his dreams break. He's torn from his family and his love, shuttled to the capital with the 3 other District 12 tributes, a young friend who's nearly a sister to him, a compulsive odds maker, and the most stuck-up girl in town. As the games begin, Hamish understands he's been set up to fail, but there's something in him that wants to fight, and have that fight reverberated far beyond the deadly arena. Okay, I was confused, because I said 15th instead of 50th. It definitely says 50th, because I was like, hey, yo, like, what's going on? Like, how old is this, and isn't it supposed to be a Quarter Quell? But it definitely is a Quarter Quell, and, oh, I'm so excited. And I haven't read a physical book in a fat minute. I've been reading books on my Kindle or listening to the audiobooks just to save money, because I do them for free through the library. But something about just like holding the book, getting to like go to the bookstore, it was worth it for this book. And yes. Oh my goodness, I'm so excited. I'm home now and I'm going to do a little book chat, but also putting my book right here on my nightstand because we'll be reading that when I'm going to bed. But, yeah, I'm gonna take my tripod. Where's my tripod at? I'm just gonna set up a little thing for my bookshelf, and then we're just gonna have a little book chat because, like I said, this is, like, back to the roots of when I first started my YouTube channel. So, we're gonna just go back to those roots for a second. Okay, welcome to my bookshelf. She's looking a little chaotic. She's very, there used to be organization, there used to be structure, but since I've been at school, I don't even know what happened. Like, literally, first of all, oil for my car. Just on the top shelf. Random mason jar. A keychain my friend made for me. Just the most random stuff. Because I haven't been home. Haven't been reading these books lately. So, it's just accumulated junk. Like, what is this? I don't even know if you can see that. But, we're here in front of my bookshelf right now to talk about books I've read this year. Books I want to read this year. And just have a little book chat. So, books that I have read this year so far. Let me grab one of them. Truly Devious is the first book that I've been reading this year. My friend recommended it to me. And also, I didn't even realize that I owned it when she recommended it to me because I bought it a while ago and just never got around to actually reading it. But it's really good. There's 5 books in the whole series, but then technically 3 in the main one. Truly Devious, The Vanishing Stair, and then The Hand on the Wall. The 3 of them take place at Ellingham Academy, this boarding school, and then it's dual timeline of this girl gets admitted into the school. Really gifted kids go to the school, and she gets admitted because of her interest in the case that happened at the school early 1900s where the headmaster, owner, whatever you want to call him, his daughter and wife were kidnapped. And then this other girl, Dottie Epstein, she was kidnapped too. And she's like going through that case trying to figure out what happened all those years ago. Well, there's also like a bunch of stuff happening present day, so it's really cool. I love the dual timeline aspect, and that's over 3 books. And then the last 2 books, it's still the same characters, but the 4th one takes place at a summer camp, and then the 5th fifth one takes place at Cambridge in England. So I haven't read that one yet. I've read the first four, and then I'm gonna read the fifth one, Nine Liars, very, very soon. So that's what I've been reading this year. I've really been liking it. I just wanted to start getting back into reading, especially when I first wake up or when I'm going to bed. Instead of scrolling on my phone, I was like, okay, I want to read a book or do something like that instead. So that's how I kind of started getting back into reading this year. But I was always a big reader growing up. Like, I was that kid under the covers with my book and my ring light. Not my ring light, my book light. And my mom would be like, Desiree, like, go to bed. And kind of fell off. Like, I worked at Barnes & Noble in college, so I was like heavy reading freshman and sophomore year, but I think it was easier because I went to community college, which is way less rigorous than what I'm doing right now. And then now it's just school is very intense, and I'm working too, but I'm still trying to make that time for things that are just like fun for me and that I enjoy. So which is why I was like, okay, cool, let me read before bed. So yeah, that's what I've been reading. And then my Kindle, I love my Kindle. I have the Kindle Paperwhite, and I've been reading a lot of books on here. I have the not subscription, but it's, if you go, I don't know if all states have this, but in mine they have like Libby. I'm assuming most do, but you can like check out books for free and read them through the library, which is really cool. So I just download them on Libby, send them to my Kindle. That's what I've read so far this year. And then now I'm gonna recommend some things that I think you guys should read, which are some of my favorite books. Okay, first things first, could not talk about the series enough. The Lunar Chronicles, I own. Okay, technically there's more. There's like novellas and graphic novels and all that stuff, but I own all the 4 main books. And this series, it's so good. I don't think it's a series that like got me into reading, but I remember reading it when I was in middle school, and then I recently reread it like freshman year of college or sophomore year of college or something like that, and it's so good. So this is the first one, Cinder. They have new covers now that look like this, but I like ordered the original hardback covers a while ago. But basically it's a sci-fi fantasy that takes place almost like in these fairy tales. So the first one's Cinderella, and there's this plague that is over the earth that they're trying to find a cure for, and then one day the stepmother sends Cinder in to be like tested to see if they can cure it, because they're only testing on cyborgs, and she indeed is a cyborg. But when they put her in for testing, she ends up having immunity to the disease. So that unlocks a bunch of whole other stuff with the story, which leads into Scarlet, which is Red Riding Hood, Cress, which is like Rapunzel, and then Winter, which is Snow White. So I definitely recommend you read these books. They're so good, and I'm just obsessed with them, and I hope somebody else gets obsessed with them because I recommended it too. The next series that I recommend you read is the Renegades trilogy. It's by the same author as the Lunar Chronicles, which is Marissa Meyer, and I didn't know that these books even existed for the longest time, which is crazy because the Lunar Chronicles was and is my favorite book series. So when I found out that this author made this book, I had to get it. But how I originally found out is because I was on TikTok like a long time ago during like 2021 or something like that, and I was watching Miraculous Ladybug, and someone was like, oh, if you like the show, read this book. If you like the show, read this book. And I was like, okay, let me scroll through this. It was like, if you like Miraculous Ladybug, read these books. I love Miraculous Ladybug. I love Miraculous Ladybug, and I love this author, so I was like, okay, I have to get it immediately. It's so good. The reason they say it's kind of similar to Miraculous Ladybug is because it has like the superhero aspect, and I don't want to spoil why people kind of compare it to Miraculous Ladybug, but there definitely is kind of a love square aspect, and also the main character's name is Adrian, so I definitely could see like people comparing it to that in that way. But the premise of this book is there's a bunch of superheroes, or like humans with these supernatural abilities, who kind of take government authority over this civilization after all the villains were defeated, and the main character is the niece of the like main supervillain that they defeated, and nobody knows who she is because she wasn't like, just nobody knows who she is, and she's kind of trying to infiltrate the superheroes and take them down from within. And then there's also like the son of the main superhero leaders, and then she's the niece of the main superhero villain, so then of course like they're gonna meet each other, all types of secret identities, all types of secret super missions, and I'm just obsessed. So please read this book. I feel like I didn't even explain it, giving it justice, but it's so good. I don't even remember what reading level these books are, because I remember reading this when I was like in middle school, and then during 2021 ordered these off Amazon because I realized that I never finished the series. But basically what this book is about is kind of dystopian, which is also a genre that I really like, but it's set in a time where instead of like terrorists or criminals going to jail if they do like an extremely bad crime, they just get their memories. I say just as if it's like, oh, something's like, no. They get their memories wiped, and they go through this like rehabilitation process to get adjusted back to living in society. They get like a new family, new everything. So that's basically what happens to this main character girl. She has no memory of like her original life, her original family, anything about like what she did wrong to have her memory wiped. It's the government being like, no, we're giving you a second chance, like be kind of grateful for that. But she starts to kind of, the memories of like her past life start to kind of come back, and it's just a really interesting concept because she also, wait, is that a spoiler if I say that? Ugh, I don't know if it's a spoiler, but they're kind of trying to go against having their memories wiped. They have these bracelets on where if their anger gets like over a certain level based off brain waves and stuff, then it will like literally shock them and knock them out. So like they feel like they can't even defend themselves. Because I remember there was this one scene where this guy and this girl, they were like walking together, and then someone tried to come up on them and like kind of rob them, fight them, whatever it was. Literally could not even defend themselves, because if they got like angry and like fought, then they would be knocked out. So they're kind of trying to get the bracelets off. Enough said, don't want to spoil anything, but this is another series that I really like. The last book that I want to recommend is Six of Crows and Crooked Kingdom. It's a duology, so just 2 books in the series. It's connected to the Shadow and Bone series, but you don't need to read both, like all 5 books to understand what happens in these 2. It's in the same world and takes place after Shadow and Bone, but it's not, like the characters aren't dependent on those books. But if you do read Shadow and Bone first, you'll have a better understanding of like the world building and all that kind of stuff. I tried to read Shadow and Bone and I just was not interested in it, only because my main motivation was to read this, and getting through 3 books just to read these, I was like, I don't even care, I'm just gonna read these. But basically what the concept of these books is there's like this heist that this guy is trying to pull off, so he recruits all these people to help him out, and it's very much found family trope. And I've read these like so long ago, so I can't even remember all the intricate details, but I should remember that even to this day I still remember that I really enjoyed reading this book. I might read the back real quick just to get a little overview of what it's about, but it says, Ketterdam, a bustling hub of international trade where anything can be had for the right price, and no one knows better than a criminology prodigy, Kaz Brecker. Kaz is offered a chance at a deadly heist that can make him rich beyond his wildest dreams, but he can't pull it off alone. A convict with a thirst for revenge, a sharpshooter who can't walk away from a wager, a runaway with a privileged past, a spy known as the Wrath, a heart rendered using her magic to survive the slums, a thief with a gift for unlikely escapes. Kaz's crew are the only ones who might stand between the world and destruction if they don't kill each other first. So read this because it's really good. But yes, oh my gosh, I can't even like pick all these books up, but these are all the books that I recommend to you. So you can see I have a type when it comes to books. I like YA, sci-fi, fantasy, mystery, thriller, all that kind of stuff. So if you're looking for something in that genre to read, and that's it for today's video. So please comment below any books that you recommend that I read, and make sure to subscribe because I'm almost to 1,000 subscribers, which is really exciting. And I'll see you very soon in my next video. Bye!